connected? Yeah. Amazing. Hi, guys. Hello. How's it going? I'm so glad you're back. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Alexi. If you have never been here, I'm so glad you're here. And if you're coming back, welcome back. You're so cute. Guys, can you believe that we are so close? Not so close, but like it feels like we are getting so close to the end of 2025 already. I literally don't know where the year has gone. And I definitely feel like I cannot say the first 6 months because that's literally the entirety of the year, but it does kind of feel like the first 6 months of this year have gotten away from me. The first 4 months of the year definitely got away from me. I feel like I was just sort of like on autopilot when I was in a new job at the time. I thought I was going to be moving to New York City. I was commuting to New York to try to work from the office. It was all just like a lot. And I was kind of just on autopilot because I was singularly focused on work and kind of put everything else to the side in my mind and otherwise. And I wasn't really thinking about anything else. I definitely wasn't thinking about like goals or what I wanted to do with my free time or how I wanted to feel or what I wanted my life to look like really at all. I was basically just doing what other people wanted me to do because, again, I was focused on work. So it's sort of a blessing in disguise being unemployed right now or sort of figuring out like freelance work right now because I am really able to just kind of create the life that I want to live. And obviously, that's a blessing. It's also kind of low key daunting because it means that the onus is completely on me to make shit happen. Like, no one else is going to come wave a magic wand and be like, here you go. Here's your dream life. Here's everything you think about doing or everything you want to do. Here you go. Like, that's not going to happen. I wish it would happen, but it's not. So I have to make it happen. And it's actually a lot harder to make it happen than I realized. It's a lot harder. It's a lot easier for me and a lot more comfortable to think about things I want to do. Like I think about creating art. I think about learning how to be a DJ. I think about writing a book. I think about being like a content creator and creating like really cinematic YouTube videos. And then I was listening to this horoscope podcast the other day, and she was sort of saying, if you're spending most of your time thinking about doing something instead of spending your time doing that thing, then it kind of suggests or reveals that one of your values is perfection, and you really value perfection rather than creativity, you know? And so I want to value creativity much more than perfection. And it's super fucking hard to do that, but I'm learning, and I have to be able to create things that aren't good or are cringe or whatever, maybe create things that like nobody ever even sees in order to be more creative and be better and be happier. So right now, that's sort of the vibe I'm in. Also, like this whole video is me just wanting to catch up with you guys because I feel like it's been a minute since I have talked to you. The last time I talked to you, I was just sort of like, oh, I lost my job and now I'm rearranging my apartment. It's been weird. I mean, things have been hard. I've been like low key a little depressed. And I hate admitting that because I hate being depressed. And especially because I've done so much therapy and I do so much therapy, I kind of feel bad or guilty when I feel depressed because I'm like, well, what is all this work for? Obviously, it's not just something you can talk yourself out of. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be an issue. I also feel guilty because I know that it's gotta be draining for Zach sometimes when I'm really depressed and like lethargic or just kind of like a lump on a log and like Eeyore vibes. That is not fun for anyone. And I know that he's an angel for putting up with me when I'm like that. I also know that I just hate being depressed. So I've really kind of wanted to just shove it away and not even acknowledge that I was depressed for a while. But in the last like week, I guess, I guess it's been the last week, I like randomly decided to sign up for Solidcore. They have this new client special where if you sign up, you get unlimited classes for 2 weeks for like $100. So I was like, okay, you know what, Lexi, let's do it. Let's sign up. Let's try it. There's one in Navy Yard. And it's annoying that working out actually does what everyone says it does and that it makes you happier and feel better because, like I said, I signed up and started going last week. So it's been 1 week of doing it at the time of filming this. And it's crazy how much energy I get from working out and also how proud I feel when I show up for myself. It's just crazy. Like those things combined. And then I'm like, oh, I proved to myself that I could do this hard workout class or that I could show up for myself or that I could challenge myself by feeling uncomfortable, going to a new setting that I had no idea what to expect. All of these different things. It's been so rewarding. It has been so rewarding and so good. And obviously, it's hard as shit. It's like the hardest workout I've ever done, hands down. The hardest thing I've physically had to do ever. And I am shocked that, girlies across the world really are just casually Pilates experts. I mean, it's so intense. A big motivation has been not only seeing like so many hot women on Instagram who do Pilates, um, but also Zach goes to the boxing gym and goes boxing like every day, basically. And I kind of sit around and do not even go to the gym downstairs. So I was like, let me just try this. And if I hate it, whatever. I don't necessarily love it, but I love how it makes me feel. And I love showing up for myself. And it's just been so good. And it's been kind of the only thing that I've changed like in my routine in the last week. And it definitely has made a difference on my mood and my energy levels. And so I feel good about that. Who knows what'll happen when the 2 weeks are over, but I'm just trying to go as often as I can in these 2 weeks to really push myself and get the most out of this $100 that I spent. I've been 4 times so far, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I'm planning to go like every other day. And I just feel so good. I'm proud of myself. And I used it as an excuse to get a really cute workout set from Set Active. I'm so nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And I feel like having a cute new set makes all the difference. So this is me before my first Solidcore class. Hopefully we can whip her into shape. Just kidding. I love myself. I'm grateful to have a body that works. I have a bunch of stuff from Fabletics and they've been so good to me and they've sent me so many cutie items and I love them. And so I just was like, well, let me try another brand. I sweat a lot, so I needed something thicker. The Set Active material is like so thick and good and just keeps me snatched. I'll put up a video of me in it if I have one. But yeah, it's great. Let me change the battery. Hold on. I made it. I survived. Can you believe it? Dude, it was my first class. It was so hard. It was so hard. But I made it, and I got this cute new set just for the occasion. I feel like I've been getting in my head a lot lately, and it's preventing me from doing things. And that's also part of the good energy that has come after working out, is that it forces me to get out of my head. I literally can't think about anything else other than what I'm doing in the moment in the class. And so I'm just like locked the fuck in. And afterwards, I just feel so good and so proud of myself. So I'm trying to keep that mindset, mentality outside of the workout class and really try to get out of my head and just show up for myself and try to do something. I mean, I can't think about making YouTube videos and never make them. I need to just make them. So that's what I'm doing, even if they're imperfect, And so let's talk, because I was just mentioning, I want to publish this. 333, hello to the universe, spirit guides and guardian angels. I'm recording this on Wednesday, July 30th. Sunday, which is August 3rd, is the 150-day mark. 150 days left of the year this Sunday, August 3rd. So I'm like, all right, let's do sort of like New Year's resolutions, but with 150 days left of the year instead of at the start of the year. We'll do it at the start of the second half, the back half of the year. And I don't need to go full on like overhaul of my life and, reset everything from a negative place. I just am inspired by showing up for myself lately and feeling good and thinking like, okay, it's a 150-day sprint of showing up for myself in different ways that I want. And I saw another YouTube creator do this, but I think she's doing 300 days to completely change her life or something. And like, I don't know that I necessarily want to change my whole life. I guess I want to because I'm sick of being depressed, and hot girls aren't depressed. Just kidding. They are depressed, but I don't want to be depressed anymore. And I just want to be happy and have a good life and be expansive and take up space and all the things. And I want to just like improve the way that my life looks and the way that it feels, because it needs a little zhuzhing, it needs a sort of like turbocharge reset. I feel a little stuck in DC, I'm going to be honest. And Zach and I talk about moving to California a lot, which is the dream, the absolute dream, and I would die. So manifesting that. But I feel a little stuck, and I feel like I just need to jolt myself and my life into a place that feels good and makes me happy, and that is more detached from the life that I had built over the last decade in DC and New York and other places, when I was in survival mode. Like, I feel like my life has just reflected what living in survival mode made me do and who it made me, and like the jobs that it made me attracted to and the lifestyles it made me attracted to, the people it made me pursue, all because I was living in survival mode, and I was like living in like fight or flight, basically 24/7, thriving off of chaos and just like a never-ending schedule and surface level interactions and the whole nine. So now I'm like, okay, Lexi, let's choose the life that you want and reset and like, I don't know, make a life that is built from a place of abundance and wanting to thrive rather than feeling small or like scarcity mindset or whatever. Okay. So let's talk about the 4 categories I'm leveling up and what specifically I'm trying to achieve in the next 150 days.